there, Aries. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot reading. It's Raina here. Just going to pick the top. Okay. Let me pick an additional card. Okay. The heart of the matter is the Six of Cups. This is a very nostalgic card. I would connect it to a sign like Cancer. So kind of like, the past really being important to you. I'm trying to think astrologically what's going on for you. If there's anything specifically. I can't think of anything in April that would really do it, but and if you're watching this for your sun in Cancer, your natal chart may be totally different. So your fourth house that represents your home and family, it might not be Cancer. If you're, I'm sorry, I said if you're Cancer. I hope I didn't say, yeah, I said Aries sun, didn't I? Okay, well, I hope I'm not confusing, but yeah, you might not have Cancer in your fourth house. Unless you have Aries rising too, maybe, but anyway, this is a card of children. This can be a card of the past somehow coming up for you. And I would say too, like one of the, and I don't know if any tarot experts or whatever have ever thought this about the Six of Cups, but I think about this a lot. I think about the type of thing that you always wanted to do in your life, but you got diverted somehow. And it might be kind of a little bit different. Like for instance, when I was a kid, I was always drawing. Like I would draw on the side of my my homework papers and everything. And then when I was in sixth grade, it just so happened that my sixth grade teacher, he saw that and he said, "Look, I teach art on the weekends at this art place," and I enrolled in his class, and I had a great time. But art isn't my main passion; it's actually writing. So it doesn't have to be exactly what you were doing when you were young, but it might be in a similar vein. In the past position is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of steady growth or watching to see the growth of something that you've invested in. So that might be something that you've actually been doing. And it might be, on the side. It might not be your main source of income or anything, but you might not have even gotten any income from it yet, but it's something that you're really kind of nurturing. But the one thing with Aries is that you tend to be impatient. So this is about cultivating not only this passion project or whatever it is, but also cultivating patience to see those little signs of growth. In some cases, knowing when to throw in the towel, especially because you might be tempted to throw money at it. And that's one of the mistakes that people make, is they think, oh, well, I need to just, invest even more. And eventually realize, no, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with what are you putting your energy into in the first place? Things like that. So the Six of Cups, there's like one of the things I want to say too about the Six of Cups is it can be this idyllic vibe where you remember being a child and how innocent it was and how simple life was. Maybe your life has gotten too complicated and you long for those simpler days, where there was less stress and all of that kind of stuff. The higher message is a hangman, so that you can feel like you're in this holding pattern. Not That's not the word. I'm always trying to figure out what that term is. It's not holding pattern. It's more like a an in between state. Why can't I think of that term? But it means that you haven't arrived yet. You're in the process of something, but there might be some kind of delay in between. I can't think of the name of that. And you know what I was thinking, because you're having a solar eclipse in your sign. So it may be that, and it's during a Mercury retrograde in Aries as well. Chiron is connected to that. Chiron is in conjunction with that solar eclipse, so it can be very healing and freeing, but that doesn't mean that it's going to necessarily open up your life instantly, because there might be a process. When eclipses happen, there's this sense of a lot of maybe chaos and things that have to fall into place. So the hangman can be where you're in the state of limbo. Yeah, I mean, that's the best I can think of, where you're waiting for that next phase to come in, which it is in the process of coming in, but you might feel like it's not quite there yet. What crosses you is represented by the Four of Swords, which might mean you're not doing this. The Four of Swords is a card of rest, rejuvenation, maybe withdrawal from, I would even say like withdrawal from everyday life, for contemplation, for, even physical restoration. And that's not something that Aries people do very easily, because you're very active people and you may feel like you want to be right in the action, especially, because this is a very highly charged time for you because of the eclipse in your sign. But the thing is, it can be because it is very highly charged, it can be very draining. So you may need to, I was going to say recharge your batteries. Actually, that's a phrase that's associated with the Four of Swords. And it's funny because I saw this thing come on my screen that said you're in battery saver mode. And that reminded me, yeah, it's like recharging your batteries. And yet you may not think that you have to do it, or you may not naturally do something like that. You may kind of push back on that. What's coming in is the Five of Swords, and this is a card of this, to me, I mean, first of all, this can be other people's opinions, and you're going to, I don't even know if this will be to your face, because this can be a card of gossip or slander or something like that. And by the way, slander is when you say something that's not true about someone, but gossip can be 100% true. But backbiting, judgment about what somebody else is doing. I don't think a lot of Aries people really care about that kind of thing, because, you're too proactive, and you're the kind of people that you're just too busy making stuff happen to care about that. But there may be, this may be something in your life as a whole. Yeah, because Pluto is now in your house of friendships and groups. And so it can be very easy for you to feel as if maybe in some cases, even, I don't know if I've ever heard it be described like this, but Pluto in the 11th, maybe it's finding out who your true friends are. Maybe there's a lot of, especially when in these early stages and when it's first entering that house, where it's kind of like, oh, frenemies, things like that. But because you're having eclipses, that means that your life is really kind of taking center stage. So you may have some wonderful things happen to you, and other people who may not be doing things in their life, maybe they're envious. So you may have to have this revealed to you so that what influences to kind of surround yourself with and what to avoid. The outcome, I did pick an additional card. The Ten of Wands is a card in one of my books, my tarot books, that's called The Burdens of Success, meaning that you may be working harder, longer. Again, this may be, especially if you have started your own business, or whether you have a day job and that is on the side, or if you're just going all in on your own business and you're really putting in the hours on the front end so that later on you don't have to do it as much. It just is what it is, and I picked an additional card. I got the Nine of Wands. So this is a card of boundaries. You may have to set boundaries even with yourself, because with the Four of Swords, that can even, the Ten of Wands can be like, hey, watch out, you're working too hard, you're going to burn out. The Four of Swords is like preventative, so that a person, or if a person has gone through something stressful, restorative. Nine of Wands can be setting those boundaries and being able to, do that so that you can have a balanced life, so that you can accomplish your goals. Whew. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.